Good morning. Welcome back. So I wanted to just do a quick update on my journey since my first video 3 days ago. Well, this is day 3. And I just wanted to give a quick update on, some things that have progressed and how I'm feeling, and just, some insight as well. So it is almost 9 o'clock Eastern time, and it's Monday morning. I'm getting ready to do my radio show, which will be talking this week about the connection, the mind-body connection. So it's a very sensitive topic for me, having watched one of my soulmates pass away from cancer. And of course, this was all before knowing most of the things that I have an awareness of today. But as far as the twin flame journey, this is a journey of wholeness within, of balancing the masculine and feminine energies within. The catalyst for this healing work is generally a romantic partner that, pushes you into, that triggers all of these things, that pushes you in. I have recently gotten to a place of complete surrender in thinking that my twin and I are ever going to be in a romantic relationship, and that's a new experience for me. And what I do know about this journey is that energy moves and things change. This is how I feel at this moment. So if you find another video months down the road and there's a different message, just know that these are the things that progress. And I truly believe that you get the messages that you need at the time that you need them. As a matter of fact, there was, hold on, I'm going to grab my iPad. I was watching the movie yesterday, Eat, Pray, Love. I hadn't seen that movie in a long time, and it was interesting to watch it, having this new awareness, because it, it just, you have a different perspective. It's kind of like reading a book that you read 20 years ago and rereading it and getting something new from it. So it's really interesting. But at the end of the movie, the whole movie was really great, but at the end of the movie, it said, if you are brave enough to leave behind everything familiar and comforting, which can be anything from your house to your bitter old resentments, and set out on a truth-seeking journey, either externally or internally, and if you are truly willing to regard everything that happens to you on that journey as a clue, and if you accept everyone you meet along the way as a teacher, and if you are prepared, most of all, to face and forgive some very difficult realities about yourself, then the truth shall not be withheld from you. And I just thought that was really, of all of the really beautiful moments in that movie, that was the one that really kind of stuck out and touched me the most. So, update on my journey. I set the intention to use the full moon as this full moon in Pisces that happened on August the 26th, yesterday, as a really good opportunity to purge some. What I didn't realize was that this particular cycle is all about purging betrayal and surrender. And when I got triggered last week, I felt intense betrayal because my intuition was telling me things about where my journey was, that I had a perception in the 3D was not, that was all what they were telling me in the 5D, that I came to a perception in the 3D to not be true. And it purged, it created and triggered a beautiful opportunity to sort of get deeper into my intuition, but really it helped me understand and purge some betrayal that I had been holding on to. And so the affirmations that I used particularly for this full moon, there are 3, and I wanted to share them with you. And they are, I lovingly forgive and release the past. I choose to fill my life with joy, and I love and approve of myself. And, remember that at this point in my journey, my only goal right now is wholeness within. My goal is emotional freedom. I want to be emotionally free from any codependency to any person, place, or thing. That is what I desire right now more than anything. I want to be free to roam and free to do what my heart desires. And that is hard to do when you have very unhealthy, codependent attachment to a person, place, or thing. And so I suspect that if truly what I want is to be free from anything like that, there's going to be some more shakeups in my life, and that's okay. I'm prepared for those. But physically, how I'm feeling right now, I haven't had alcohol. Well, it's not like I've been on this thing where I've been off, not drinking for days or weeks, and then having, drinks with my friends, and, not necessarily abusing it, but having alcohol. And I notice a difference when I wake up in the morning when I haven't had even just one glass of wine or 2 glasses of wine. So this isn't about over drinking. This is simply about alcohol in the system and the vibration that is attached with it. And so I haven't had any since, I started on Saturday. So no alcohol, Saturday, Sunday. And, it just makes you feel better. And I've been eating lots of clean, no processed foods. So I haven't had any processed food. It's been, nothing out of a box or a bag, and mostly fruits, vegetables, and I did have some chicken and some 2 bites of beef last night. So that was fine. But my body feels different. And the intention that I set by wanting and using this full moon energy, by wanting to be emotionally free, and my dreams have been more calm. I notice that when I wake up, I'm feeling happier and healthier and just overall more free. I'm feeling more filled with joy. And so I just am, I want to encourage you, if you're on a spiritual journey, or if you're in a twin flame relationship or on this journey as well, I know you're hearing it all the time. You can't hear it enough that this journey is not about anyone but you. This is about creating balance between your masculine and feminine energies and wholeness within. And one of my guides really helped me several weeks ago in saying that what you should do is look, anytime you're listening or thinking about the divine masculine, is to think about that divine masculine in yourself and not in another person. And that really helped. That really helped me to separate this other person that I have no control over, their free will. And this is not about physical union with another person. It's about union within. And that's really where I am in my journey at this point. So that's not where I've been this whole time, just so you know. I wasn't recording that part, but it has taken me about 14 or 15 months to get here, where this is nothing to do with anybody else but me. And this is my journey within inner balance and inner wholeness. And what I like about the idea of coming into union with myself is not needing that relationship outside of myself, but knowing that because I don't need it, one will come to me. And I don't know where it's going to come from. I don't care at this point. I don't care who it is. I don't care what it is, where, why. I don't care about any of those details. What I know is that when I am at a position of balance from within, I won't need it. And then when it does show up, if it's going to even be better than what I imagined, what I had before, that is something fun to look forward to. Also, I want to update on this little spot on my nose. It is 90% gone. I did some Reiki energy on it, and it is really, I mean, it is drastically different than it was. I'll zoom in a little bit. It is looking drastically different than it did before. And so there's still a slight, representation of it, but I was thinking it might be a week. I do feel like my skin looks slightly different, and so it'll be interesting to see what it looks like after it, because I've got no makeup on right now. So, I mean, this is just, raw. I haven't even washed my face yet. So I'm about to go upstairs and do that and get ready, put on something for my radio show, because I do stream that live on Facebook. So I want to be somewhat presentable. But for you guys, it's like, look, this is raw, this is vulnerable, this is me, and I'm good with it. I mean, I'm happily independent from the opinion of others. Don't care. So anyway, that is, the other thing is that the synchronicities, as soon as I hit that level of surrender, the synchronicities ramped up again, which was interesting because my perceived twin has a somewhat unusual name. It's not as unusual as my name, Ilona, but it's not a name you hear every day. And the very next day, after doing a really big purge and level of release, 3 times in a row, I saw the name. And so I thought, that's interesting. And thank you, thank you for giving me that recognition that I am on this journey. And I am so incredibly grateful for my divine masculine to have gotten me to be the catalyst to get me to this place. I wouldn't trade it. And again, this isn't about union with him. That is the furthest thing from my mind at this point. This is about me completing this work and me sharing this journey and doing my mission and coming into wholeness. And I want that so badly I can taste it. I want unattached, emotional freedom, moksha. I want moksha, emotionally free, to be unattached from any person, place, or thing. That to me just feels like heaven on earth. To be in this physical body, to be one with my creator, and emotionally free from any person, place, or thing. Feels good. That feels really good. So, what was so the point was to share with you the 3 affirmations that I was using and just to document the journey. From a physical perspective, my body feels so much better. I don't have this sort of aching in my gut anymore. I don't feel as heavy. My legs feel more, they feel less tight. And I've been drinking tons of water. I did have some coffee, but I've been drinking tons of water. I've been eating clean, no processed foods, nothing out of a bag, no alcohol. Not that I eat a lot of processed foods anyway, but it is making a difference. And ramping up on the fruits and vegetables, eating more of those. I was always really good at eating protein, but not so good at eating fruits and vegetables. So my goal is I've got a pretty intense, I also hired a nutritionist, just so you know, that is helping me. I've read probably 25 or 30 books on nutrition, and I've also been in personal training with a trainer for about 14 years now. So I could be a personal trainer if that was something that I desired, with all of the knowledge that I've gained over these 14 years of training. And it is something that I've done once or twice before, but it's not something that I focus on. But I have a really nice weightlifting workout that I'm about to get ready to go do. and you know, following my food plan. And I'm already down 3 pounds. Which again, you know, is most likely water weight, which is always good to get. And that also helps to sort of like cleanse and get that bloating out of you, and just, you know, feeling lighter and feeling better. And so, but mentally I feel more clear. I feel more grounded. I just overall feel really positive. And, you know, it's important, if you're going to go on some kind of a vibrational journey like this, where you're wanting to watch your food intake, it is important to work with someone who will give you a specific plan that is based on your weight, your body measurements, your body type, and what your goals are. Because not every general plan is going to give the same results to each person. You do need to take into consideration, you know, height, weight, what type of body style you have, and so forth. So there is some scientific benefit to that. You know, I sort of go between looking at things from a pure vibrational perspective to the scientific. I think a good balance of both is really important. You know, in just knowing that if you believe something's going to work for you, then more than likely it will. Even if it doesn't work for someone else, from a scientific perspective, if you believe it's going to work for you, then it will. There's a lot of power, more power than we recognize in our mind and our thoughts and how we think about things. So that was my message for today, and you know, where I am on my journey so far. This is day 3. I'm excited about it still. The energy is high. I'm looking forward to my big workout, my first weightlifting workout in probably about 6 months. So I'm looking forward to that. And the food has been easy. It's been, you know, really easy and simple to follow. And so I am not resisting alcohol. I have no problem, very minimal craving for it. And I just said, you know what? I just don't want it. I'm choosing to fill my life with joy. And the very minimal craving goes away. So it's been really nice. So we'll see. I'm going on vacation next week. That's probably going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, it was lovely to talk to you guys, and I'm sending you massive love and light and health on your journey. If you have any questions, or if I can be of any assistance, please feel free to reach out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. You can find me also on Facebook, Spiritual Giant OBX. And please comment, like, and share. Thank you.